Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to 3302. This is where I take a look at the news and happenings in and around Elite Dangerous. Today we're going to take a look at a brief summary of the events of Gamescom. There's some official information on an alien hunt, a new network reveals itself to help community members around Jaques station, and Laveradio hopefully has a rather special guest. Gamescom has come and gone, it's all over and done with, and a whole bunch of days of live streams from Frontier with quite a few nice announcements. There was perhaps a little bit of disappointment there that we didn't get to hear or see anything on patches 2.3 or 2.4 and absolutely no word on Season 3, but what we did see on patch 2.2 The Guardians was very nice indeed. You've probably seen all my videos discussing in depth all these announcements, so I won't go over all of that again here. But if you do want to look at those if you missed them, you can see them all linked in the video description below. For those of you though that want a very quick and brief summary, I can do just that. Stuart GT from the Elite Dangerous subreddit posted this image, and it contains a brief summary of everything we need to know. A great little image, and if you want to go and check out the thread that Stuart GT created on Reddit, do have a look in the video description. I've put a link there and you can go and discuss all of this with everyone else. So the new headline features for the Guardians are of course ship-launched fighters, passenger missions and VIPs, the ability to recruit NPC crew, as well as hundreds of tourist hotspots and locations. These will be persistent. And these are the quality of life improvements: weapon and module storage, ship transfer and remote sale, more starport interiors, the CQC and arena stations are going to make an appearance in the game. There's going to be capital shipyard dockyards. Now, neither of these station types are going to be interactive in any type. They don't offer any new gameplay features, but they are some nice new locations to go to. There's also some star updates, both neutron stars and white dwarfs, and hopefully many other things are going to get an update, along with the planetary surfaces. Tectonic simulation has taken an upgrade, allowing us to get geysers, fissures and fumaroles. There's an update to avatar graphics. I don't quite remember hearing much about that, but it's there in the summary. Starport Services menu has been changed, making it a little bit easier to use and allowing us to use the new options. The ability to pay fines and collect bounties remotely is also going to be added. There's a graphical upgrade to hyperspace, and when you jump to new systems you're going to get a warning message before you actually jump, telling you the security level of the system you're heading to. One of the biggest changes that I'm actually looking forward to the most is a new change to the galaxy map, or the system map rather, which will now show fully rendered planets when you zoom into them. There's a change to the route plotting on the galaxy map. You'll be able to now filter that dynamically and filter out systems that you either do want to visit or don't want to visit, and your route will plot according to that. There will be a new harvestable geological structures on the planetary surfaces. These are the aforementioned fumaroles and fissures. And there's some new ships. The Beluga liner is going to be introduced, along with the Taipan fighter. And of course there's going to be a whole load of new ship paint jobs, as well as SRV paint jobs. That then gives us an overview of all the content announced at Gamescom. If you want to see all this in more detail, do check out my previous videos. And now on to the other news. Aliens are among us, or so it would seem at least. During Gamescom, Frontier showed off some new alien messages. These were in the form of encrypted videos, and you can see them playing on the screen right now. What they revealed, we don't entirely know, but they certainly seem to be of alien origin, and right at the end, we get to see what appears to be a brief glimpse of an alien ship of some type. And we also got a glimpse of some type of alien structure, or ship down on a planetary surface. And there is a very nice image of that, and I'm going to show you it just now. And this image, this clip, is taken from the original videos, and it's been cleaned up somewhat. I can't find out who actually created this. It's probably on the forums somewhere, so I apologise for not actually crediting you, but I will link the UA or the Alien forum thread in the video description, so you can go and find that out. Now, before I do show the clip, please be aware that it does contain some flashing imagery, so if you're sensitive to that, you may want to minimise the video or look away briefly. Right, here it is. So we still can't see it perfectly clearly, but we can see that it does seem to share some structural similarities with the barnacles, and it may even be an evolution of the barnacles, who knows. But either way, hopefully we're going to see this quite soon. Right, I've now got rid of that particular clip and moving on. Now, within these videos, you might notice short, brief clips of binary code. This has been decoded, changed into readable language, and it is a message. It says the following: "We've found something. Something incredible. Something the whole galaxy will want to see. The truth. We could show it to you. That wouldn't be much fun, so instead, we're going to play a little game. To find us, look for a bounty hunter. To find more clues, you'll need pre-logistic support in a system with 1 star, 2 belts, 3 rings, and enough radiation to turn you green. The hunt begins on the 28th. That's the entirety of the message then, and already some commanders have figured out where they believe the system location actually is. And you can see here that this system map actually fits the description in the message, and the station actually says pre-logistic support, which again fits the message, and it's pre-logistic support Gamma. And Gamma, of course, is the radiation which turned the Hulk green. What's going to happen on the 28th? No one yet knows, but it's not going to be too long until we go and find out. For those of you wondering about the entire alien mystery, it's something that's been unfolding for well over a year now, and many players have been actively investigating these mysteries, some of which I've detailed in various videos. But I will be bringing a video to you later this week which will summarise all the major events right up to this point and bring you up to speed for preparation for the 28th. For everyone who's interested in what's going on over at Jaques Station in the other sector of the galaxy, there's been a new player network established. This is called the Colonia Citizen Network. Its purpose is to unite around Jaques to prepare for the future. Now there's a forum thread discussing this, there's a forum thread announcing it because it was actually announced today. It's been created by the people involved in the August Exodus, which happened recently to get people out to Jaques Station, and many of those people also involved, of course, in a Distant Worlds expedition. Now the purpose of the CCN, and I'll quote from their forum thread here, is to be a Discord communication hub. It's a place for those dedicated to working in and around the Colonial Nebula, helping to establish and protect the first human colony beyond frontier borders. It is hoped that this communication hub will help bring together the fledgling community and encourage community-scale cooperation, joint ventures, projects, and provide entertainment, and to be a great source of information on all developing colonial affairs. Now if you have an interest in the colony and are thinking of setting up home there, the CCN is the ideal place to meet like-minded players. And they go on to express that the CCN is not a group or a faction, and it is not affiliated with any political entity or existing power bloc. It's a community that has representatives from many different groups and can provide support and coordination to other players. So there's a lot more details on that on the forum that they've set up, on the forum thread they've set up rather, and there'll be a link there to the Discord server as well. I'll actually link to both below. I'm also a member of the CCN Discord server myself, so I look forward to seeing all you guys and girls join up. One of the more anticipated features of patch 2.2 is the ship transfer feature, the ability to summon your ship from another station to your current location. Now, this hasn't been announced without any controversy, of course. There's a whole forum thread on it, many posts long, people discussing this, as well as in my previous Gamescom video, you can see quite some lengthy discussions there on the subject too. And what really is the issue? Well, its sticking point really seems to be the fact that this ship transfer is going to be instant. Now, quite a few people are upset about the fact that this is going to break immersion and that it's a bit illogical in game terms, and Frontier have come out and said that they have considered that, but at the end of the day, gameplay trumps realism, and that really the gameplay is what they're aiming for, and that instant transfer is going to make things that much better and that much more convenient for players. But there is another side to this argument, and that is many players feel that such a change will dramatically alter the shape of the galaxy and how we actually go around playing. These concerns range from the ability of players heading to a trade station in an ASP and then departing in a cutter and emptying out all of the nice little commodities there, or the instantaneous transfer of massive ships to community goal areas. or the notion that perhaps combat ships would no longer need a functioning or worthwhile frameshift drive, and that instead they could just be summoned to their location, meaning that everyone could just fit the most lowest powered FSD to their ship and free up a whole bunch of power for other combat modules. Of course, this is all still speculation. Whilst Frontier have confirmed that the ship transfer is going to be instantaneous, they haven't actually stipulated what the cost of this will be, or whether or not there's going to be any limitations. But I can totally understand the conversation, and I think it's something well worth having, and I really do hope that Frontier get involved with that discussion. Laveradio, that great source of Elite Dangerous entertainment and discussion, is of course back tomorrow at 8:30 UK time in the evening. At this time they're hoping to have a special guest with them. That's Jaques the community manager from Frontier for Elite Dangerous. As with anything like this, it's never 100% set in stone, but if Jaques can make it there, then his presence on the show should make for some interesting discussions. And I believe the Laveradio guys will be presenting a few questions to Jaques. So if you're interested in listening to that, that's at 8:30 game time tomorrow evening. And I'll leave a link to that in the video description. On a brief note, magazine PC Gamer have created a list of the top 20 space games for PC, and of course Elite Dangerous has made this list. PC space games have made a recent resurgence, and some of the new games are actually on that list, but some of the many old ones are also on there, going back a few decades no less. It's a list that's very interesting and contains some very nice gems. Titus Balls has returned on his YouTube channel with another new video. This one is Wonders of the Galaxy 15. It continues on his series of touring the wonderful and amazing places of the galaxy. I always enjoy watching Titus's videos. He's been doing them for a long time now. In fact, he was probably one of the first to actually do this type of footage for Elite Dangerous. This video was actually made exclusively for Gamescom, and it was broadcast during their live stream. And now Titus has made it available for everyone else to watch, so do head on over there if you're interested. And whilst on the subject of YouTube videos, the Enigma Dyson Syndicate, a player-run group for German speakers within the community, has created a rather special video. And you can see some of this playing on the screen right now. And if you want to see the full thing, do head on over there to their YouTube channel and take a look. And if you are from the German-speaking community, you may want to take a look at their player group. It's quite a good size now, they're over 100 members strong, and they get up to all sorts of interesting activities and offer some nice player support. That then brings us to the end of this episode of 3302. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.